Since the start of the protests, the rial has lost nearly 95% of its value. The rial, by the way, which is the Iranian national currency, it has lost 95% of its value in the forex exchange relative to currencies such as the USD and euro. Prior to the protests, the rial was already ranked among the globe's most fragile currencies, battered by sanctions, soaring inflation, and economic mismanagement, which plays into what I had discussed earlier regarding why the Iranian government was only able to make the offer of $7 per person per month in order to sort of quell these initial protests. And there has been some reports that I've seen, although I don't know the exact legitimacy of them, stating that it is possible that following further sanctions, which I will discuss in a moment, that we will completely bankrupt Iran within the following days, weeks, or months, given the rial's loss of value and the already battered economy. Axios then reported that Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi reached out to the White House envoy Steve Witkoff over the weekend amid President Trump's threats of military force against the regime in support of the recent protests. The outreach seemed to be an effort by Iran to de-escalate with the U.S., or at least buy more time before Trump orders any action to further weaken the regime. Araghchi and Witkoff have discussed potentially holding a meeting in the coming days. Trump had announced that that meeting was confirmed, and while it may have been, I've seen conflicting reports on that, so take that with a grain of salt. Israeli hospitals are ordered to prepare for an immediate shift to emergency operations as a precaution amid rising tensions with Iran and concerns over possible escalation. Iranian diplomats are now prohibited from entering the European Parliament. The U.S. State Department said, quote, President Trump is considering a series of strong options regarding Iran. Al Jazeera, citing a U.S. official, said that, quote, U.S. forces in the Middle East are ready for any emergency, any mission, and to defend themselves and our interests. The planning of U.S. military options against Iran has reached advanced stages. Reza Pahlavi then said he is expected to meet with Trump at Mar-a-Lago to discuss further Iranian actions. And the U.S. came out stating that it will respond to Iran's offer to negotiate by presenting several preconditions. Firstly, an end to the suppression of protests, a release of all detainees and protesters, the handover of all enriched uranium, the complete halting of uranium enrichment in Iran, the cessation of Iran's long-range ballistic missile program, and lastly, ending Iran's support for proxy groups in the region. Given what we know regarding Iran's actions in the past and present, these preconditions are almost certainly not going to be met.